Wow, ¿ya tienes el nuevo iPhone 14 Pro? ¿Cómo lo conseguiste?
¿En AT&T?
Ah, así que tienes palancas.
No, en AT&T las mejores ofertas en cada smartphone son para todos.
¿Para todos los que conocen al manager de la tienda?
¿Que no?
Pregunta cómo clientes nuevos y existentes pueden obtener el increíble iPhone 14 Pro con hasta $800 de descuento con intercambio elegible. Las ofertas varían según el dispositivo. Pueden aplicar términos y condiciones. Visita tt.com/es o una tienda de AT&T para más detalles.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's way too low. Okay. Alright, let's see if this works. Okay, it does work. Bet! Let me turn that down. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another stream. More specifically, this is going to be Barricade Up episode 10. So, let me just get into a few of these short little promos and introductions to the stream. Hello, my name is Johnny, but I go by as Montage Man 1 or Montage Man 1. Doesn't matter, either or, because it's for the same handle. And I am the host of Barricade Up the Door, and as well as Punks at Cinema. But this is episode 10 of Barricade Up the Door. We have made it to 10 episodes, and I am very happy because I was not expecting to get so far in this independent series. But I'm happy that we also have a live audience and live listeners directly from twitch.tv/montage_man1. So, first off, if you guys are wondering who made this bussin' tunes, his name is Dr. Witch Doctor, and you can check out his links right there in the chat, but I will have it up in the episode descriptions for you guys to check it out. And as well as I do have a friend named Tom who does produce music as well, and he posts all of his music up on Bandcamp, so check out Crazy Goji. That's a huge shout out for you, Tom. So please check out both of their music. Second off, if you guys like listening to podcast series, I got two. Actually, you know what? I'm going to throw three. Three. So the first one is called Barricade Up the Door, which is an entertainment news talk series, which is hosted by myself. And we talk about articles that are released up on the internet. And the second one is called Punks at Cinema, which is a movie review podcast series that I do with my good friend Tyler. And we talk about new and old movies that catch our interest, and we get a little turned up while we do so. But the third one that I would like to throw in here, and this one's for you, David, is Queso Anyways. Queso Anyways is a talk show where two guys named Mike and Wrench, but I'm going to have to fix that. It's actually by Mike and Dave, who are the hosts of that series, and they talk about anything while trying out some really, really interesting cheeses. And I actually was happy because I was able to participate in two of those episodes so far. And one of the ones where we actually had the full crew of the Punks and as well as Queso Anyways, we were able to record a session together, and I hope we get to record an episode with you guys very soon. And thank you so much, David, for the 5 months of being a Prime member. I really do appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Of course, man. Of course, I gotta throw you guys in there. Because you guys do shout us out, so I gotta shout you guys out. So I will have all those episodes and podcast series posted up in the episode description, so don't worry. I will have those links for you guys. And the last thing that I would like to mention, so we can actually get into this wonderful episode, is always support your favorite content creators. Doesn't matter what they do, how big they are or small they are, because it doesn't matter the size they are, it's the content that they bring for you guys. That's why I'm always shouting out my friends Doc, Tom, always plugging in the podcast series, and also just shouting out and giving those friends shout outs. Doesn't matter like if they stream rarely or if they stream a lot, always shout out and always support your friends, whatever they do. So how about we stop talking and we get into this episode, huh? How about we do that? Yeah, let's do that, guys. So we actually got some articles. Oh, I'm actually surprised it doesn't show the bottom. Let me make this a little smaller so we can actually see it. Because I was not expecting that. Excuse me. I was not expecting it to be this small. I was actually expecting it to be a lot smaller. It's because of my window that I got this on, as in my freaking monitor. Yeah. All right. Let's get into this. Let me do this too because I heard Ricky was with the David. So I gotta shout out my buddy as well, Ricky, man. Ricky's such a cool guy. He's a cool dude. And also Ricky and Dave, you guys are doing really great with the stuff that you guys are doing. I just really gotta say that, like, you know, it's the time and effort that we put into these kind of things that honestly makes it up. So, I need to turn down my in-ear music because I'm actually listening to music while we're talking on this wonderful episode. Just because it gives me a better up feel about everything. Okay. So, you guys didn't know. So, this is probably going to be the longest episode by date because we have 17 articles here. 17. The reason why I pulled 17 articles is because all these articles I think are really good, as in the topics that are involved in all these articles. That's why I had to pull these. Because throughout the weeks I've been pulling articles. Like I said, I want to do these episodes each week live on Twitch, and hopefully, hey, what the F? Why you shouting me, boy? Because I can, boy. I can shout you out. I can shout whoever the heck I want. I can tell, Ricky. So, this first article we're going to get into. G4 shuts down just 1 year after relaunch. So, as you guys didn't know, G4 actually relaunched their channel for Comcast. But after that, yeah, they shut down. Alright, talk to you later, going bowling. Have fun, guys. I really appreciate you guys stopping in. So G4, they actually shut down their channel again. But it sounds like this might be the last time it will be a thing. So let's get into the article. According to reporting from Deadline, G4 is coming to an end once again. Comcast has apparently pulled the plug on the game-centric network, and the outlet has obtained a memo sent to employees outlining the reasons for the move. Comcast chairman and CEO Dave Scott says in the memo that viewership is low and the network has not achieved sustainable financial results. The cancellation of G4 and its programming will apparently take place effective immediately. So, I can see why they're not reaching their financial results and viewership is because cable is kind of dying as an entire thing, because streaming services are up there and streaming services are doing particularly well, and cable is just not as accessible as it used to be, and as financial wise, because cable has increased over the years. Yes, they do deals for it like internet and cable combo, but honestly, cable is just dying because you get too much for the price of, you know, using a good internet service and having access to the internet entirely. And that means so much more. Like, seriously. That's why I was, you know, not really surprised that they had to shut down G4 again. But it's probably for the best that they do so. So, I'm not super upset about it. I know G4 was poppin'. Seriously was. They were a great program, but it's for the best. They had to make their decision. Make their decision. Sorry. My apologies. So, they did so. Hey guys! Discord is adding a bunch of new features. Well. Now, exactly what are those features? Well, I can actually say one that I was able to do the other day. So you can actually play games directly through Discord, like playing some little mini golf games using your, mouse and keyboard. That's one thing. But other than that, there's a few more that I haven't gotten to yet. But this article explains a little bit more. Discord is set to make some serious changes this week. The company, known for the eponymous platform that essentially provides chat servers that anyone can make and manage, has revealed a whole host of new features that are set to start rolling out this week. That includes, but is not limited to, a new native app directory, activities, the full release of Nitro Basic, and more. We know from all of you that having the ability to customize and enhance Discord has never been more important. The official blog post about the future of Discord reads in part, "Millions of people are using Nitro subscription to supercharge their Discord. Meanwhile, a vibrant ecosystem of apps has emerged. Over 30% of active servers rely on apps for customizations, playing fun games, and keeping conversations safe. And we've seen billions of app commands used on Discord so far this year, which has doubled compared to this time last year." So they are making servers with apps a lot more customizable so that it's a lot more interactive with the community. And like they said, to make it more fun and safe. So with this new app directory, I think Discord is honestly moving in the right track of bringing in more of a crowd than they have when they first started out as a company. And they're really beating it up there, honestly. Which is awesome. I love seeing companies like that do so. So, the next one. Streamer provides update following horrific TwitchCon injury. So, at the beginning of this week, TwitchCon was going on, earlier this month. Excuse me. There goes the first one. So, as you guys know, TwitchCon was at the beginning of this month, October 2022. But there was an incident that honestly broke the internet for a few days. And this article explains a little bit more, so let's get into it. Earlier this month, Twitch streamer Adriana Chechek broke her back during an incident that took place at TwitchCon. Over the last few days, Chechek has provided updates about the situation and about the surgery she went through. On October 13th, Chechek shared a video of herself walking after the surgery. Just taking those few steps was apparently so exhausting that she slept the entire rest of the day. On October 16th, Chechek was able to leave the hospital, and in a follow-up tweet, she revealed that she was finally able to shower, though not without assistance. Clearly, she still has a long way to go on her path to recovery. The video of Chechek walking can be found in the tweet embedded below. As with the original video of Chechek's injury, readers are advised that it might be difficult to watch. So yeah, she did provide a tweet on it. So like I said, I do have these articles posted in the episodes. So don't worry if you guys want to check out these articles and check out the posts yourself. They will be available for you guys if you can't find it up on comicbook.com, where it is not sponsoring us. But if you want to sponsor us, hey, Reps, you out there. Yes, I pull a majority of the articles from comicbook.com just because they're very entertaining to read and very resourceful as well. That's just my opinion. That's why I pull these articles. Oh my god. Did he say Teletubbies? Oh my god. Yeah, dude. Teletubbies reboot trailer released by Netflix. Honestly, I'm actually shocked that Teletubbies was dead for a little bit, but now it's being resurrected by the hands of Netflix. Man, bro, those kids are gonna be wild over Teletubbies, man. But honestly, the OG Teletubbies was the best. So these kids are missing out. Honestly, these Gen Z kids. Even though I'm like, I'm a millennial, so I don't care. Oh yeah, these Gen Z kids missed out on Teletubbies, so But let's get into the article. The Teletubbies reboot has a brand new trailer from Netflix. On social media, the platform debuted what kids will be seeing as the new version of the preschool phenomenon takes off. Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and Poe are all here again. In a wonder-filled world, they'll have small-scale adventures with some nods back to the classic program. New narrator Titus Burgess will be providing some helpful guidance for the characters and the audience. It's all here, the son being played by a child, their stomach view screens for live action segments, and the vacuum and tubby custard. So, for smaller viewers, another generation of kids will have the chance to be engrossed in that bright, colorful world. You can catch the clip right here from their Twitter profile. Do I want to watch it? I kind of do, but at the same time, I don't want to get, blocked. So, how about I just watch it? No, I'll watch it later, actually. I'm going to have this up afterwards, so I can rewatch it, and you guys can check it out later. Yeah. So, Jurassic World video game announced for Nintendo Switch. Even though World Evolution 2 was on the Switch, but is this exclusive? Or is this just a new Jurassic World game that is going to be released elsewhere? I don't know. We'll get into the article now. Developer CodeSync Software has announced that Jurassic World Aftermath Collection is coming to Nintendo Switch. The two-part Oculus Quest game released in 2020 and 2021, and is now coming to a console for the very first time. Switch fans won't have to wait long for their collection's release either, as it's set to arrive on eShop on November 10th. Obviously, the game's VR capabilities will not be included in the Switch version, so this is the perfect opportunity to check out the game out for those that don't have an interest in the Oculus Quest. A trailer of Jurassic World's Aftermath Collection was released on Twitter and can be found in the tweet embedded below. The game will retail at $29.99. So, I was reading this article when it came out. I didn't watch the video because I wasn't super interested in checking out some of these videos just yet, because it could reveal a lot where I want to be immersed by stuff now. Even though I do get spoiled because the internet. But I have never played Aftermath, nor have I checked it out. So I'm not really too for sure how this is going to turn out for it to be just a regular game and not VR like they said it was on the Oculus Quest. So, I don't know. Who knows? Like, I can't really judge too much upon it. But if it's a game they wanted to do and release on the Switch, fine by me. A lot of more Jurassic World fans will be happier about this. My gosh. I can't talk a lot because then I get parched, but I got water, so. This next article is a doozy. I was reading part of it, but I didn't finish it, so I there's some stuff that I don't know about it. GameStop Short Squeeze movie adds 3 new cast members. So, according to new reporting from Deadline, Vincent D'Onofrio, I can't pronounce names, Dane DeHaan, and Anthony Ramos have joined the cast of Dumb Money, Sony's upcoming dramatization of the GameStop short squeeze story. Dumb Money will be directed by Craig Gillespie, the director of Tonya, Cruella, and 2011's Fright Night remake. The 3 actors will join a cast that already includes Seth Rogen, Sebastian Stan, Shailene Woodley, Paul Dano, and Pete Davidson. The movie will be based on the book The Antisocial Network, the GameStop short squeeze, and ragtag group of amateur traders that brought Wall Street to its knees, which was written by Ben Mesrick. So, yeah, when the stocks were, booming during last year, people were going absolutely crazy. Now, the fact that they have to make a movie about this was kind of okay. The fact that they had to do it was something that I thought was kind of bland. That it's just going to be a bland story, kind of like The Social Network. But The Social Network, stuff like that is going to happen. Especially, what was the other movie? Jobs, or the film about Steve Jobs. Movies like those are going to happen. But then there's the more interesting ones, like The Wolf on Wall Street, The Great Gatsby. It's stuff like that. Those are more interesting stories. Where like this, it's like, okay, well, now I don't know how that's going to turn out. I really don't know how it's going to turn out. I don't have much to say on that. But this one, okay. This one's a bit interesting. Nightmare on Elm Street's Heather Langenkamp would never say no to franchise return. Exclusive. This is exclusive to comicbook.com, I believe. This had to have been an exclusive story. The Legacy sequel continues to be a staple for Hollywood filmmaking, especially with horror movies. Just this past week saw the debut of Halloween Ends, the conclusion of new Halloween sequels featuring the return of Jamie Lee Curtis to her iconic role. Netflix's Texas Chainsaw Massacre earlier this year had its own attempt at it all, the second such follow-up in the often rebooted franchise. Plus, the 5th Scream movie lampooned the idea in a big way. One franchise that has yet to get back on the train just yet is Freddy Krueger and the A Night on the Elm Street movies. But series star Heather Langenkamp is very, very game for it to happen. Now, here's the reason why it would be kind of hard to really kickstart this off again, because I know Robert Englund, he is not going to play as Freddy again. He said he was never going to do it again, because he's just too old to do so. But I actually don't know who the other actor, or I don't know who the actor portrays as the new one, because they did do a remake not long ago. I don't know if Langenkamp was Freddy. I don't know if they played as Freddy from the reboot. So let me continue reading this, because I actually didn't read this article. Recently, Langenkamp, who played the role of Nancy Thompson, they played as Nancy, in the original Wes Craven movie and a few of its sequels, recently revealed how eager she is for it to happen. Comicbooks.com's Chris Killian caught up with her at this year's Son of Monsterpalooza convention. Monsterpalooza is a pretty cool convention, but Son of Monsterpalooza, I don't know. I would have to ask my friend Christian about that, because he has gone to Monsterpalooza, but I don't know if Son of Monsterpalooza it was held in California, so I'll have to ask him. Where Langenkamp reiterated that's reprising her first feature film role again. I think I mentioned that last week just off the cuff, and I've been saying that for a long time. Langenkamp added. People always ask me that question. Of course I would never say no to an opportunity to play Nancy again, and she's the best role in the whole world. I mean, it's out there, but you know, it's very complicated thing putting a movie together, and I'm kind of standing in tall grass on the side of the road, like waiting to leap if given the chance. Yeah, that sounds about right. She's played a few of the characters, few of the movies. I would have to rewatch some of these movies because it's been a while since I've seen good majority of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. After first appearing in the original 1984, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Langenkamp would reprise the part of Nancy Thompson for A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors, the 1987 sequel where her character actually died fighting Freddy Krueger. Langenkamp starred in a third film in the series, 1994's meta-sequel, Wes Craven's New Nightmare, where she starred as herself, an actress set to appear in A Nightmare on Elm Street sequel. So, if she played again as Nancy, I wonder how they would do that, because like Nancy died in Dream Warriors. That's what it said. It's stated here, which I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it. They would have to figure out a way to bring her back. I just don't know how. It's stuff like that. You gotta really think about it before you even try to engage in those actions. I don't know. Who knows? They'll probably figure out a way. So this was something that caught my attention that I really wanted to talk about when I was reading this article at work. McDonald's teaming up with Krispy Kreme to sell donuts. But there is a catch. Yes, there is a catch. And here is the article of what that catch is. For some McDonald's customers, stopping by the fast food icon for their morning coffee just got a bit sweeter. On Tuesday, McDonald's and Krispy Kreme announced that they are teaming up. McDonald's selling Krispy Kreme donuts beginning on October 26. There's just one catch. This is just a test taking place at 9 McDonald's locations in Louisville, Kentucky. That's right. They are very limited, especially when it comes to location. So it's only going to be at 9 locations in Louisville, Kentucky, which I'm so jealous because we do have a Krispy Kreme. Well, not we, but there is a Krispy Kreme in the vicinity. I think south of where I live, but I don't remember. They could have closed it down, or they could have relocated it, but I don't know. But the fact that Krispy Kreme is going to be selling their donuts at certain locations in one town is going to absolutely kill people, because the fact that they're testing this out, like, why don't you just do it? Just sell donuts. Like, just, you know, be the game changer and just sell donuts at a fast food joint like McDonald's. Like, who's gonna care? Like, I would buy the donuts, dude. If I got a coffee, I would definitely buy a Krispy Kreme donut. Not gonna lie, but I don't know. I don't know. So I just want to interrupt real quickly. If you guys are enjoying what you're listening or watching right now, and you guys would like to come and join the Mosh server, come and join the Mosh server. It is ran by me, and I also have my moderators and friends who help out on the server. And we like to talk. We like to give shit to each other. I'll be completely honest. More probably Carl. JK. If you guys would like to come and join our community and, you know, be part of it more, come and join the Mosh server. It is a great community we have so far. And all you gotta do is click that link that's in the chat. But my profile, which is a web link, so in the episode description there will be a link to check out Official Montage Man 1. and the server link to join the server will be on that page. And once you join the server, you just have to agree to join the server. And then once you do so, you will be brought upon the new Moshers welcome page, read the message, react to it, and then you will have full access to the server as a new Mosher. And if you stick around long enough, then you'll just become a regular Mosher. Certified Mosher, actually. So, please join the Mosh server if you would like to get to know us more. Seriously, we have a cool community, so it would be awesome if you came and joined it. So, as well as listen to Warplot, which is my buddy's band. Definitely check that out. That's Tyler's band. And I think that's all I have right now before we get into this next article. So there's a couple of articles that actually there's two articles that are more so there's a couple articles that is going to be two kind of same topic. That's what I'm looking for. So this is for Dragon Ball. This is for Dragon Ball fans. There's two articles. So this one is talking about the manga, when Dragon Ball Super will come back, and then the second one that I'll talk about here is a new weekly anime coming for Dragon Ball Super, which I know about that a little bit more, which I'll get more into when we finish this one. So I actually did not know about this. This is Dragon Ball Super manga return hiatus. I actually had no idea that the manga itself is on a hiatus. So I didn't get a chance to really read this, but here, let's get into this a little bit. Let's get into it. Dragon Ball Super has kept a low profile as of late, and its latest movie window begins to close. All eyes are back on the manga. Of course, there's just a small problem with that move. As you may know, the manga has been out of the loop for a few months now, and it was only a matter of time before fans began asking the question, where in the world is the next chapter of Dragon Ball Super? And more importantly, when are we going to be able to read it? The situation so far... Where to go? Situation so far. If you haven't kept up with with Dragon Ball as of late, allow us to break down the situation at hand. Back in July, the manga went live with its usual monthly chapter, and it was there fans watched as... this is a spoiler, by the way. Granola's arc came to an end, with a little help from Bardock beyond the grave. Goku helped take down the Heaters, but the battle's real MVP was Frieza. After all, the villain came out of nowhere to take his business partners out, and Frieza even revealed a new form that has Goku concerned. So there is a lot of spoilers. I do apologize for mentioning it. If we have any DBZ fans in here, there are spoilers. I do talk about things that do consist spoilers, so I apologize once again. There is a lot of stuff that actually happens in the Granola arc, which is pretty heavy. Like it says, Frieza gets a new form. I won't talk about what his new form is because I do know what it is. And yeah, Bardock does come back to assist with Goku in the fight with Granola and such. So it's pretty crazy. But yeah, since we were talking about this, the next article does give us more sunshine for Super to come back in a weekly anime again. So Dragon Ball Super rumors suggest a weekly anime is in the works. If anime fans have learned anything this year, it is that Dragon Ball never dies. The anime roared back to life a few months back to Dragon Ball Super Superhero after all, with nearly $100 million at the box office. Our heroes have shown the world they're very bankable, and this comes years after Dragon Ball's last TV anime ended. But if a new rumor is right, then it seems a weekly anime is on the horizon. The rumor is question is starting to take off on social media, and it comes courtesy of reputable fan sites like DBS 2019 and Chronicles. The pages caught the eyes of fans with posts claiming a new Dragon Ball Weekly anime is in the works. The report suggests planning is already underway on the project, and Dragon Ball hopes to announce it this winter. So here's the rumor. Of course, the report is just a rumor, and no official word has been given on Dragon Ball's return. Toei Animation has kept mum on the topic, but that has not kept Neats, what is that, netizens quiet? I don't know what that word is. In fact, dozens of rumors concerning Dragon Ball's return has gone live since its last TV series closed. But in the wake of Dragon Ball Superhero, fans are more hopeful than ever about a new anime. So the reason why I actually think this rumor is a fact is because here's the fact, Dragon Ball Super manga is still going on. It actually, like we just read in the last article, they just were just finishing up on their last arc. And they did talk about bringing the manga back to anime, and that was going to continue on with Dragon Ball Super. So Super is going to continue as an anime, but we didn't know when that was going to come back. And it sounds like with this, that could be possible. That could be very possible that it will come sooner than we expected. I'm actually very excited about this, that this is possibly happening, because the fact that people were already talking about this and saying, yeah, we might be getting anime again soon, weekly anime. Yeah, it's probably going to happen very soon, because the manga is still going on. It's not going to finish, which means they're going to start up the anime again, and that's not going to be done until the manga finishes. So that's probably going to happen very soon, as far as I know. This next article is going to be a huge shocker, especially friends who use this specific social media platform. That's right. TikTok! Update to add option for adult-only broadcast. So I didn't read this yet because I was completely baffled when I saw this and knew I had to talk about it, but I wanted to give my actual reaction to it and not read it because I have no idea what's on this article. But when I saw that article title, I was like, oh my god, I gotta talk about this. So, let's get into it. TikTok plans to add an adults-only option to live broadcasts, which will limit the audience to those aged 18 and up. The company announced this week. This setting for the live videos will be rolled out in the next few weeks, and it's part of a larger series of changes, including a higher minimum age for a starting live broadcast in the first place. TikTok said it's making these changes in order to further protect the young members of the community as they build up their own online presence. I gotta read this a little bit more. Specifics weren't offered on what the setting for the live broadcast would look like, but TikTok said it'll new way for creators to choose if they'd prefer to only reach an adult audience. I'm gonna stop this for one moment. I'm gonna mute myself. I gotta answer this phone call. Okay. My mom's phone isn't working, which is understandable. There's probably something wrong with it. Yeah, that's stuff like that doesn't really happen a lot, so I'm probably gonna have to go check on that. Where did I finish reading? This setting for the live videos will be rolled out. So TikTok said it's making these changes in order to further protect young members of the community as they build their own online presence. So, to continue on, specifics weren't offered on what the setting for live broadcast would look like, but TikTok said a little new way, or that's what I was saying. This doesn't mean that creators will be able to make inappropriate content free from any guidelines. However, TikTok clarified that the use case for this feature by providing a couple of examples of subject matters that might be suited for adult audiences. For instance, perhaps a comedy routine is better suited for people over age 18. TikTok's announcement about the updated content settings for live broadcasts said, or a host may plan to talk about a difficult life experience and they would feel more comfortable knowing the conversation is limited to adults. We want our community to make the most of the opportunities live can bring without compromising on safety. I understand that, but the fact that oh man, that's so controversial. This entire thing that TikTok's doing is a bit controversial. And like ways, that's the thing. In just certain ways, it's gonna make it a lot more difficult, honestly. That's why I'm just like, oh my god, this is so like, okay, like I understand, but Jesus Christ, man. I got a lot to say about that. I just got a lot. I really do. Whatever. If you guys want to read that, like the rest of it, I'll have the article in the episode description, so don't worry. So these are the next two articles that are in the same topic, which is Silent Hill. The first article is Return to Silent Hill movie announced, first details revealed, and the second one is going to be Silent Hill Townfall announced, which is a new game that's coming out. So let's get back to the movie announcement, which is Return to Silent Hill. Konami officially announced a new Silent Hill movie called Return to Silent Hill this week during its series-focused stream after months of rumors about new Silent Hill projects supposedly in the works, which is true because they have been announcing new works for games and stuff like coming out. The movie is particularly has been one that's talked about several times in the past, thanks to comments from Christopher Gans, the director of the first Silent Hill film. Gans made an appearance during the Silent Hill stream 2 to confirm that he'll be back to direct Return to Silent Hill, as well with Victor Haidida, the producer of the original Silent Hill films, also returning to produce this one. So there's a video of them actually announcing, and like it's called Silent Hill Transmissions, which was like the live stream announcing all these projects and stuff going on, which is like Silent. It's like just focused on the franchise itself, and that stream was like an hour and a half. It was a pretty short stream, not gonna lie, like a pretty short video, for it being like an announcement and stuff like that. Like just, but I mean, I can understand it's actually like pretty long then on just the franchise itself, which isn't too bad. But Townfall. So Townfall, after years of speculation, Konami has announced Silent Hill Townfall. The game is a new title from Annapurna Interactive and No Code. The team previously worked on Stories Untold and Observation. As of this writing, the game has no confirmed release window or even announced platforms. However, creative director John McKellen has teased that more information will be revealed in the new year. Hopefully, fans won't be kept waiting too long for some additional information. So, once again, they did make this announcement on the Silent Hill transmission video. And it says that at the 22 mark is where Townfall was announced. Silent Hill, they're making their what is it? Their comeback, yeah. So there is a teaser trailer revealed for a new horror movie, which is called Megan. I just don't. When I saw this video, I was just like, bro. But then when they released the trailer, I was like, okay, well, I don't know, like, what else I have to say about it, because, like, it's just, it's not weird or anything, it's just, the trailer kind of just, like, I don't know, but let's get into this article. Last week came the first trailer of Megan, the new horror thriller from Blumhouse that immediately caught the attention of fans online thanks to its bananas first footage. The new movie, which hails from a screenplay by Malignant screenwriter Akela Cooper. Okay, you know what? Malignant, I heard was a good movie. Screenwriter Akela Cooper immediately became a meme thanks to the titular evil doll robot doing some hilarious dance. Yeah, that's the reason why the trailer gets really weird. Dance moves and chasing someone in a forest on all fours like an animal. Those had their hype levels set off the charts by the Megan trailer, however, have some good news in store for them as Megan's release date has been moved up by the studio. So originally it would have been released on January 13th, 2023, but it now has been moved up to January 6th, 2023, which is a week. Which is good, because a week is always better than not moving up a week. Yeah, that video is pretty weird. And if you can look at the doll itself, the doll is pretty weird too. So like you guys gotta check out that video, and it will be in this article, so check out the article as well. So this was very wholesome when I read this. Indiana Jones star Ke Huy Quan talks about heartwarming reunion with Harrison Ford at D23. I actually did not know Huy Quan was actually at D23, but there was a reunion between the two actors. Let's get into that article. During D23 Expo last month, Everything Everywhere All at Once star Ke Huy Quan was announced as the newest cast member of Loki, which recently wrapped filming its second season. Long before Kwan's acting resurgence, he was known for roles he played as a kid. He was Data, that's what it was, Data in The Goonies, as well as Short Round in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. At D23 Expo, Harrison Ford was also in attendance to promote the long-awaited Indiana Jones 5, and his reunion with Kwan broke the internet. Kwan recently had a chat with Kyle Buchanan about seeing Ford again for the first time since he was a kid. What? That's crazy. I did not know it's been that long since he's been with Ford. Holy shit. Ke Huy Quan told me the wonderful story behind the Temple of Doom reunion with Harrison Ford. This is from an article I've got coming later this week because I couldn't just wait to share. Buchanan tweeted, he shared a screenshot of the interview that shows Quan explain that he was nervous to approach Ford, but when the iconic actor saw him, he said, "Are you Short Round?" Quan replied, "Yes, Indy." Ford then gave his former co-star a big hug, and you can read the full story in the tweet below. Dude, look at that picture. That's a wholesome ass picture, bro. I actually forgot that Quan was in everything of in that film. There was an article about it, and I forgot he did do that movie. Aw, they look so happy together too. That's awesome. So we're actually winding down in this episode. So this one I thought was very interesting because of the game that's coming out next week, which I'm very excited about. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 writers wants a Ghost spin-off game. So with Modern Warfare 2 coming out next week, the iconic character Ghost is very well known in the series, and people want a spin-off game for him, but more so of the writer wants a Ghost spin-off game. So let's get into the article a little bit more. Some of the people responsible for the story in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 want to make a game centered around Simon Ghost Riley. In the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 from 2009, players became quietly and mourned with Ghost, a new addition to the ensemble who stood out from the others thanks to his cool skull mask. On top of that, he sounded cool, had a charming personality, and was just an all-around badass. Unfortunately, just as players got to love him, Infinity Ward killed him off. The character was immediately iconic despite his short-lived presence in the franchise, hence why he has made his return. The character came back in multiplayer post-launch updates for Call of Duty Modern Warfare after being tested in a post-credit scene, and now he's back in full force with the sequel. With the campaign now playable for those who pre-order Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, players are able to find out the fate of Ghost in this year's entry with ease, but regardless of if he lives or dies, it may not be the end of the story. Speaking with IGN, Infinity Ward narrative director Jeffrey Nugas and Modern Warfare 2 head writer Brian Bloom spoke on how the aspirations to do a game centered around Ghost. The team is particularly interested in Ghost's origin story, and Nugas noted that they think of ideas of news stories involving him frequently. And that's how you know that they do love the character of Ghost, because of how iconic he is, and like they said, how much of a badass he is. And it was really unfortunate when he only was featured in Modern Warfare 2 from 2009. That was the only game that we have ever seen him in. Even though he's like one of the more iconic characters, but he only was able to, live that moment or be in that moment for one game. But now with Modern Warfare 2, 2022 coming out, that's not going to be the case now. He's going to be in that game. He's going to be in the storyline of Modern Warfare 2, 2022 now. And hopefully the story is just as good as the first one. So yeah, we're rounding down to the last article, and I hope this article honestly gives you guys a little excitement and a little like, oh my god, what? No way he would want to write that movie. But yeah, this is actually true. So Stephen King praises new horror movie, wished I'd written it. And this is to very recent film by Lionsgate, Fall. Let's get into this last article. As he wants to do, horror master Stephen King has taken to Twitter to sound off on something new that he's been watching, and this time he's given it perhaps the highest praise that one can imagine. Dread Central noticed that in a series of tweets this week, King heaped high praise on the Lionsgate horror thriller Fall, a recent feature that follows two thrill seekers stuck on a decommissioned TV tower in the desert some 2,000 feet in the air. In his first tweet, King called the film tight, terrific, and very, very scary, reminding me a bit of Dull. He then added wish I'd written it. In a follow-up, The Shining and It scribed added, hint, if you suffer from arachnophobia, don't watch it. And it goes into more of the tweets of Stephen King's tweet from Twitter. It actually states, Fall, Amazon Prime, maybe others, tight, terrific, and very, very scary. Remind me a bit of Duel. That's what I meant to say, Duel. Wished I'd written it. That's what it reminded him of. So that's actually so there was some good reviews of the film Fall, which it's actually really ironic because I was about to watch it the other day, but now I'm gonna have to watch it more probably tonight, because that's pretty cool that they're he actually is giving it like this really amazing praise of a film. It's tight. Nice. So yeah, I gotta go see what my mom was worrying about of her phone. So that means I'm actually gonna be finishing this off now. So thank you for stopping in on Barricade Up the Door, another wonderful episode that was recorded on October 21st, 2022. I did not mention that at the beginning of the episode. I forgot to do it, but I'm mentioning it now. So yes, thank you. I really appreciate everybody who has stopped in. Come and join the Mosh server. Follow my social media. Definitely check out Barricade Up the Door podcast series and Punks at Cinema podcast series on Anchor.fm, brought to you by Spotify. Thank you. My name is Johnny Hernandez, the host of Barricade Up the Door, and you guys have a nice night now. Thank you, and have a good one. And since we ended that the way we did, now I have to find who we're gonna raid out to, because I do need to go and stop back at my parents' house so I can go and help out my mom. Bet. You know who we're gonna raid out to? I already know who we're raiding out to. Actually, is he streaming too? I can't tell if he is, but I'm gonna. It's our friend is actually streaming right now. So we're gonna go raid Spookies because she's awesome, and she is streaming right now on Twitch with Dap, and they're eating wings and just answering questions. So we're gonna go and raid to them, thank you so much, guys. I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a good night. See you later. Peace.
Nothing to each other.